points in the game.
Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Looking for more room. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
What a dream opening drive for this defense, man. You want to create some negative plays, create some energy. They do just that. They create the turnover. They set their offense up. Got even a little bit of a return with it, but that's a dream start for this defense.
This offense has it with really good field position. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at 1st and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The play action fake. Now sliding to his left. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The Badgers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Dances away to buy time. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressure, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quick completion on the out. Turning it on. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Edwards. Shoots it to the left. Almost had the completion. just missed it.
Yeah, the QB never wants to miss inside on an out route, right? You got to throw it to the sidelines. Don't let anybody undercut that, go make a big play. And he did. He put it outside, put it on the money. I think the receiver needs to do a little better job. They got to secure that catch. He was open enough to make that play.
And the Badgers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. Using his feet to buy time. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Badgers need to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got it in the middle, it's Anthony. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. And the Golden Gophers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Gives them a little breathing room, picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11. The Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Off play action. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it.
And how nice has it been to have a big physical quarterback like this guy, right? You got 4th and short, quarterback sneak, everybody knows it, but he's just plowing into that offensive line and driving his legs, pushing forward to pick up the first down.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop, and of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
He's out of bounds at the 16-yard line. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Blasted as he lets it go. Quick strike complete. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. These old rivals have gone at it for a long time. First meeting way back in 1890. It is the most played rivalry at the highest level of college football.
Yeah, you're right, Reese. And even though this game hasn't always had national championship implications or Heisman Trophy implications necessarily, this game defines what's so great about college football. It's the rivalries, right? You don't have to be necessarily a fan of either of these two schools, but appreciating the history, I think, is what makes this game so unique.
Yeah, and the trophy games are so fun. Just to watch the teams react at the end. And they know, starting this game off, one of them is going to run across the field and get an enormous axe. How flippin' cool is that?
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Takes it the other way. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Once he got some room, it was over. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the catch at the 20. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Touchdown, Minnesota! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to go up top on first down. He unleashes a long one. He's got it on the right. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Mason. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15, a first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anthony. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. The snap sets up to throw. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters getting tight in the red zone.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
And this offense put together a pretty good drive, man, but man, did they stall out. 3 straight incompletions, trying to find something that would work, but this defense, they stood up after giving up some yards and really finished this drive well.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And the Badgers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. That's caught. It's Taylor. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. And the Golden Gophers are flying down the field. Taylor has it. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. The Golden Gophers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the tight end. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Unleashes one deep. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. This axe means so much to both Minnesota and Wisconsin. But, Jesse, my question is, have you ever used an axe?
Improperly, and I almost chopped off my ankle once upon a time. You know,
quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They boot it away. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. To the ground, he's got it again. And some room to work. There he goes. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. Past the 45. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
From the gun, the ground game. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Dropping back, it's Edwards. Using his legs to buy some time. That's reeled in, it's Mason. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Mason. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Badgers trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. They go right back to this guy on second and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Badgers!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Picked up a few extra on